Alright, I think, let me see, here's...
I'm actually a drag queen, I'm not a girl.
What?
We've already got a queen. I don't think you need to fight for that spot.
Wow. And who are you speaking of, Azuba?
That one person queen thing that's hoarding.
Just keep digging that hole. It's okay.
Oh, please. You're gonna one-shot me with something again that's gonna make my my amazing tanking style kick in.
Oh, I'm gonna be a tank again?
You're gonna have to floor tank so often, Flick, that we're gonna have to start lowering your intelligence score.
Do I get a buff to my con or something?
Yes.
I mean, if the trade-off is I get dumber but I get healthier, eventually, I mean, what's the minimum stat you need to breathe?
What's the minimum intelligence you need to remember to breathe? I don't know. Let's ask some blondes.
Lance the blonde.
Hey, Lance. Hey, Lance. Oh my god.
Lance's level of intelligence, that makes sense.
So I wish I had like a nice, pretty picture of Elturel to show you guys. Actually, I looked before I started the stream, and I just could not find one. Like I found maps and stuff. Yeah. So hold on, let me see.
Just grab a picture of, like, I don't know, Helm's Deep or something. We'd never know.
Actually, this is a picture of it. I just need to, like, someone's drawing hearts on the map.
I wonder who that could be.
But there you go. There is Elturel. So,
okay.
All right, so you guys...
I was thinking that.
All we need is like some crazy drunk guy to like run off the top on fire, and it just would complete the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the night's not over yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go out back tonight.
Great.
Just remember, you can do your Human Torch impression once.
So, you know what? Let's actually do a recap, I think. So, hold on, let me figure out which one of you is going to be doing the recap.
Can you make it not me so I can run and get a snack?
Actually, it should be you while you're running and getting your snack.
That would be entertaining as shit.
It's actually
like mid-marathon of
scream.
It
has actually landed on Maymay.
God
so
damn
Maymay,
it.
could we get a recap of the last session, please?
So during our last session, we got attacked by blood-sucking giant flying fleas. During our little battle, our farty darty druid like just up and disappeared. I think he just abandoned us after getting so much shit.
Yeah, he did abandon us to our fates.
He did. It was pretty sad, actually. So we went back to town. I managed to masterfully disguise Flick, and we talked to Governor Nighthill, and we tried to warn him not to look in the bag and just to just leave it alone. But he decided against his own judgment to look and became quite upset. He gave us some horses who we gave them different names, like called mine Dusk. And we set out for this new city. During our time going towards the new city, we encountered an entire pass full of bandits who I managed to convince that we had an army following us. Which Flick didn't seem to understand was a bluff at the time. And then our wonderful druid did some magic and talked to some plants. And then we ended up at the new town.
Do you remember why you were headed to the new town?
To go find some guy who we saved a long time ago.
You recall his name? Or are you just gonna go around and like? I'm looking for some guy. The last time I saw him, he was like tied up and beaten, and it was super kinky.
The last time we saw him, he was on a cross.
Wait, I mean, that could be a lot of people. Are we talking about D&D or just in general?
Yeah, we're looking for Jesus. Is basically what we're looking for.
I like Dammy's idea. I mean, you are a bard. I think next time you end up getting picked to do this, you have to sing it. You have to sing the recap like an R. Kelly song.
Oh, no. See if there's like an auto-tune plugin. And then when it's time for you to do the recap, it'll auto-tune your recap.
That would be epic.
I don't actually remember his name.
Okay, so the guy that you rescued was Leosin.
Leosin.
Right, but also Governor Nighthill told you when you left. Actually, I want all three of you to make an intelligence roll for me, please.
Really? Dude, are we really going to start this so early?
Yeah, all ready with the rolls.
Can I have one night where I don't have to overroll?
Oh, you know what? I just realized. For some reason, y'all can't see the rolls.
We can't see your rolls. We can see our rolls. I didn't want to bring it up mid game the other day. All right. I rolled a.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay,
what
hold on.
What's the question again?
I need to hold on. The chat doesn't even know what's happening. I need to fix this. So... Alright, that should be better. Sorry about that, chat. Ash, hello.
Is shipwreck frozen for you guys?
Am I what?
Hey, Luca. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to be really slow to respond to chat, or not respond at all, just because I have like a lot of stuff going on with tracking DM stuff. So I do apologize, but it's probably going to be like the new normal with D&D. So,
how dare you?
Just entertain yourselves, chat. Just like masturbate or something. Wait, what happened to ship?
It looked like her cam had frozen. She was like stuck in this kind of.
Nope, she's back. Oh no, she's eating a popsicle, so it probably had a brain freeze.
Oh. Everyone's gonna watch Shipwreck slowly eat this popsicle.
That's fine, I'm biting it. Get all the thoughts you want.
Yeah!
Oh man, I love it.
Sunday brunch.
Alright, this is going to be a fun session to edit when By the way, I am still uploading all these sessions to YouTube. It's just taking me a while because I've had a lot of shit going on in my life. So I'm like way behind. I think I'm like 5 or 6 sessions behind on YouTube. So I apologize for that. Anyway, alright. So, yeah, as I was saying, Governor Nighthill, when you left Greenest, I told you that Leosin provided you the horses and told you to head to Elturel, and you were to meet his contact, Ontharfroom. I think Shipwreck actually wrote that down. Oh my god, look at Shipwreck's face. It's frozen. I'm like the funniest position ever.
Why am I freezing?
Because you're eating a popsicle. We've already been over this.
I don't know what to do, guys.
Alright guys, so Governor Nighthill told you that Leosin provided you with those horses that you guys are riding on right now, and you're to meet Ontharfroom, which is his contact in Elturel. So you are still like kind of hot on the heels of the cult, which had abandoned camp, and I guess you guys are trying to find more information about what these nefarious, no good doers are up to.
Well,
so
the guy that we're supposed to be meeting also needs our help for something, right? That's why I went to this town that apparently has nothing but like a weird glowy sunball at the top of it.
Right. So yeah, I'm about to get to that. So
sorry.
It's all good. Yeah. So you know, you've been traveling for days. I think 6 days total. and you're wary from the road. The last stretch of that road, it had been storming. It was only supposed to take you like a half day, but it ended up taking you all day to get to Elturel. But it's something that you've noticed from afar. It looked like there was like a star in the sky that wasn't moving. But as you got closer, you realized it was this giant ball of light above the city. It's very bright, and actually, you know, it's dusk right now, like nightfall is setting in. But it looks like it's noon in the town. It's like constant light. You also notice that directly underneath this giant glowing orb is a massive, looks like either a castle or a temple or something. It's a giant stone structure. It's beautiful. And then it's like sitting on top of a hill in the center of the town, so you can easily see it. And there's like waterfalls coming off of the mountain, and it looks like the waterfalls are going into like some kind of a garden or something kind of raised up off in the distance. So, but right now you are just now entering the city. It's a bustling city. All right, so you guys are in this new city. What do you do?
Flash art. I'm kidding.
Okay, yeah, you and Ophala just going around.
Hey man, I got the scales to show it off. So.
So let's go meet some of the townspeople, talk to them, see what it's all about, talk to more plants.
Okay. You pass by a little old lady in the main square. What do you want to say to her?
Can we kick the old lady?
Ophala!
I mean, you could, but there's probably going to be repercussions. This is not some like fucked up village like Greenest that doesn't have any. There's like guards everywhere, just so you know.
How on edge did they seem to be?
They actually, everyone seems to be going about their business. The guards are alert and attentive, but like people don't really seem to be on edge or anything. It just seems like everyone's just going about their day.
So no one's freaking out of the mini sun that's just kind of hovering over the town.
Correct. Yep.
I mean, the plants did say it had been there for a very long time.
Is this like an anti-vampire thing or what? I mean,
are you asking the old lady that?
Yeah.
So like what you're pointing at the ball of light and you're
I'm just like
not even a hello or excuse me.
Yeah, exactly, because I rolled a 2 on my intelligence check, so I'm gonna go straight to the point.
Yeah, so she kind of looks at you and then looks at the ball of light and then looks at you and she's like, you're not from around here, are you?
No, that's why I'm asking about the giant ball of light.
Yes. We don't know exactly where the companion came from, but it's been here for as long as I've been alive. It grants us protections from the evils from without the kingdom.
Oh God, are we in Destiny?
The companion? You call it the companion?
Yes, that's what we call it.
Doesn't sound much like a companion.
Well, the history is a little bit murky, but what I do know is that we used to be besieged. My grandparents, that is, my grandparents were besieged by the undead, and the kingdom was almost lost when suddenly the companion arose from the sky and banished the undead from our realm.
So, like, how big is this companion?
Massive.
No, I was hoping it was pocket size.
No, it's gargantuan. It's like almost like a second sun hovering in the air. So she looks at you all blankly, like, "Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Hold on, the NBC obviously wants us to put in the proper keywords.
So, guys, help me out. What's the word?
Bird. But
Bird
that's
is
not
weird.
what you should be asking
The
about.
little lady goes, bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word.
You know, we're allowed to kill her now, so
I mean, she looks like a one-hit kill.
Oh my god, you guys are you guys sure you're good aligned?
I mean, I am.
yes.
Really, Ophala? Really?
Wow.
Really?
I am good aligned, thank you.
Man, we
Okay.
didn't even get like 10 minutes into the actual session, and you're already slut shaming him. So
Her. God.
Wow. Ophala is a woman. Right. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, I don't know why that reminded me, but Azaba, Azaba, I need you
Wait,
to roll
what?
a one. Azaba, I need you to roll a 1d20.
Okay. Which screen is this on?
You can just do, yeah.
Ha! Ha! I'm on a roll tonight. Ah, God damn it.
You're a high
Interesting.
roller. I'm so jealous.
Okay, thank you. All right, so is there anything else you guys want to ask her, or maybe go around asking other, like, what do you, like, actually, she's kind of lost her patience, just, like, with you all blankly staring at her. She like, kind of looks at you all, like, with this weird look, and she just kind of goes about her business and leaves.
Damn,
All right,
I
well,
gonna
that
ask
was
her
weird,
questions
guys.
as
Let's
well.
talk to someone with a little more screws.
Let's talk to somebody who's probably not.
She's
smart.
the one without the screws, okay.
I thought you were gonna say someone with more authority. That okay.
Well, that also
Because
works.
we need- Well, we need to find this dude with the contingent of, because he had a group or two with him that they showed up. So
Maybe we should find where the inn is and ask them there.
You guys are pretty tired. It might behoove you to go to an inn.
sure.
Remember, you guys have been on the road for almost a week.
Where are the dragon
Oh.
eggs gonna sleep?
With me.
That's a good
Duh.
question.
Just wrapped up in a bed in
You're
loads
gonna
of
keep
blankets.
them warm so they hatch when you awake. Oh my god, I hope they hatch when we wake up. That would be hilarious.
Azaba,
Yes.
you notice kind of a smell, a strange smell coming from the blanket that you've been hauling these eggs in.
Uh-oh.
They die.
So what? I guess I'll go find a nice quiet place and I guess go check on the babies.
Okay, so you guys kind of go down a dark alley, and you open the winter blanket and you look down and you notice one of the eggs was cracked.
Oh god.
And
damn.
there's stuff oozing out of it.
Do we
If
have,
you had to
like-
guess, the egg probably isn't viable anymore.
Do we have any scotch tape or anything? Because that'll fix it right up.
I mean, you could try, but the egg is smelling kind of funky. So this obviously didn't just happen. It probably happened at some point during your week-long travel to Elturel.
Oh god damn it! All right. I will find a place to give the egg a proper burial
Okay.
and give it death rites and all that shit.
Okay, there is actually a residential garden nearby through the alley. It's like on a side street. There's not a lot of heavy traffic. You could try burying it there without anybody noticing.
Okay.
You want to try that? Okay, roll a
Sure.
1d20 for me, please.
Oh, we already know how this ends. Why do you do this?
Actually,
Never fucking
oh.
mind. Bam.
Well, that was-
nat 20 though.
That is
Fire
that
Nation
is
attacked.
That is my one for the campaign. So,
so you successfully bury it without anybody noticing. So, a very good job. All right, so what are you guys gonna do now? By the way, the other egg seems fine. You checked the other egg, and it seems to be okay. Although it's cold, like it's like, you know, the temperature of the air. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
all right, I'll make sure. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know. It would look kind of off-putting if I just put it in my shirt, right? Because then it got one egg.
Looks like you have one boob.
Yeah, one giant giraffe.
So yeah, you guys are so what are you doing? Tell me what you're doing.
Let's go find what's his face.
Who?
Someone help me out here. I forgot his name.
Leosin?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
I'm bad with names, sorry.
How are you gonna find him?
Well, he should have arrived with a larger group about 2-3 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he had left. It took us a week to get here, and he had left about a week before we had left off. So about 2 weeks ago, there should have been a big group of those guys showing up. Now, was he nobility or not? I mean, Flick's obviously never left the guy, but
yeah, you've never met him. Shipwreck and May couldn't say either. The only time they had ever met him, he was tied up to a cross, and then when they freed him, he was still looking kind of raggedy. And he never mentioned whether or not he was nobility to them. So,
well, I'm just wondering if his nobility, then he's probably going to go to like the local administrative consulates or whatever higher tier of non-peasant shit to go to. Actual administrative people is where he's most likely going to go. Now, I realize my character probably wouldn't think this far ahead, but that's probably where we would want to check. If this guy's and if he's an official peep, then we should go talk to the official peeps.
Okay, so...
I mean, we could talk to a guard and see if they know anything.
Alright, is that what you're gonna do, Ophala?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so there is a guard. You guys, I guess, are heading back to probably the square where you saw all the guards posted around, and they were kind of keeping watch over everybody.
That sounds fun.
And so you walk up to one of the guards, and he kind of regards you as you approach, but he doesn't, like, reach for his weapon or anything. He's just kind of, you know, cocks his head to the side a little bit. Hello, can I help you?
Hi, I was wondering if you knew of a guy called Leosin. He should have arrived like a week ago with a big contingent of army and such.
And he cocks his head to the side. He, like, looks around the town square. It's bustling with people. He kind of, like, gives you a raised eyebrow. He's like, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know any Leosin, and people come and go all the time out of here. I wish I could help you, but I can't.
I mean, do you know somebody who could at least be useful, since you're not being?
He clears his throat and kind of looks at you like, did she really just say that to me? And he says, well, if it's anyone of import, I suppose you could go ask in High Hall where the city's administrators are, but I doubt you'll be granted admittance, as he, like, kind of looks you up and down.
Oh, he's throwing shade at us. You should totally steal all of his money.
Are you trying to say this because I'm a tiefling?
Oh God.
No, ma'am. I'm not saying that because you're a tiefling. I'm saying that because you look like a bunch of raggedy adventurers. You're going to have to clean up a little bit if you're going to go to High Hall.
I think it's because that we're non-human, and I would like to file a complaint. Who is your supervisor? I am writing a letter.
How big is your perm that you want to talk to his manager?
He sighs. He's like, the city guard's headquarters is on the east end of town. It's down the road that way. Help yourself.
And your name?
Bob.
Wow. Whatever you say, Bob.
I have nothing else to say to you. Unless you need help from the city guard, I suggest you move along.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see what kind of help you could actually do.
He kind of like puts his hand on his hilt of his sword. He's like, "I suggest you move along, ma'am."
Shall we move on?
You're the one pissing off the guards.
Like, what? You guys just got into town and you're already pissing people off.
It's not my fault we've got a racist guard. Jesus.
How come it's always racism with you, Ophala? Maybe it's just your face.
Wow. Why don't you go into cat form and go lick yourself?
All right, I will. That's why I'm clean. Hey.
Doesn't smell like it.
The guard is just kind of watching this exchange happen, and like he kind of has his hand on his temple, like, "Oh God, these people are going to be trouble."
Should we go find the person in imports, like you said?
Yeah, I mean, who else is going to tell us about this dragon? And then we'll be on our
what?
merry way. Oh no, well, I'm already walking away. So if the guard,
I know you. No, I'm asking out of character. You cut out. What were you saying?
I said dragon cult.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I mean, all right. Let's. Who rolled highest on that intelligence roll? Ophala. You recall that the contact that Leosin had in the city was named. His last name was Froome.
Froome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That might be useful information.
Well, we'll have a look when we get to the place.
Okay. Are you guys going as you are?
Yeah, I might as well clean up a little bit. We do have a lot of dirt on us and shit, so we should go to an inn, clean up a little bit, and then go present ourselves.
Some sleep sounds about what we need.
You don't sleep. You're an elf. You kind of just stare at a wall for like 3 hours, and then you're done.
I mean, I could use
Excuse me?
some sleep.
All right.
Well,
So,
sleep.
as you all are walking through the city streets, you know, the entrance you came through does see a lot of foot traffic. It's like you're kind of in like almost like the merchant's quarter. It sees a lot of business. You pass by a couple places, a couple inns that you might be able to stay. There's one that you pass by is very, very crowded and very noisy in there. It's called the Oar and Wagon Wheel Inn. There's another place across the street called Hondakar's House. It looks huge. The clientele that's in there look to be kind of upper class. And there's further down the way when it starts to get into like Peasantville is Gallagher's Inn. It's kind of run down, but it looks like the poorer travelers are staying there.
We should go sleep with the hobos.
Is that what you all want to do?
See, I disagree. I think maybe we should go with the higher clientele, as we might actually have.
No, because we're
privacy.
that's the thing though. We're a group of non-humans. We might not necessarily be welcome there.
I will be welcome.
You're a non-human.
Yeah, but I'm closer to them than you guys are.
I think
Well-
Dragonborn a bit more noble than an elf, but
Excuse
we
you.
won't go there.
So where are you staying at? Which one? The noisy one, the high class one, or the rundown one?
The reason why I'm thinking the high class one, because we might actually have some more privacy and you could like check on the egg a little bit more freely instead of maybe having to like sneakily.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yo, what if these eggs hatch while we're in there?
The worst case scenario, it rips off the face of some nobility.
I don't think that's like.
That's a pretty bad worst case.
Yeah,
though.
I don't even have words for that, Ophala. That's like what we really want to avoid happening.
No. This will be a good dragon. It'll only rip off the faces of bad people.
Which nobility are, so.
Not necessarily. I'm sure there's some good ones. They're not all corrupt.
I just love Flick's like eternal optimism. Like it's gonna be a good black dragon. It's gonna be one of the only good black chromatic dragons to ever have existed.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened on someone's fanfic on LiveJournal, so
Yeah,
it'll be a reality somehow.
I mean, not everything is a stereotype, right? You know, there are stereotypes exist for a reason, but there's always exceptions to the rule.
Yeah, I mean, not all elves are snooty, right, Crystal?
Damn.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
Okay, let's get you all inside of an inn before you go like rip each other apart. So where are we staying at? Which place?
Let's go to the fancy place. What are their evening rates?
All right, so you walk into Hondakar's inn, and you inquire with the innkeeper. He says that the rate is going to be 2 gold pieces per day.
Is that it? That's really cheap for like a really high-end place.
Well,
Yeah,
you have to
that's-
remember, adventurers usually have a shitload of wealth in comparison to everyone else. 2 gold pieces a day is probably like 3 years worth of what a peasant will make. That's why it was such a big deal that I gave away that 100 gold to the town. That could finance that town for years.
Yeah, that is true.
Is there a chance I could like haggle the price down?
Oh my god, Ophala!
You could try. If you do try, I'm gonna need for you to make a persuasion roll, and you're gonna have to make a good case for it, RP wise.
Fine. I'll just pay the 2 gold.
All right. So each of you, are you guys going to be sharing rooms or getting your own separate rooms?
I'm not sharing.
I'm gonna get my own separate room. Me and the dragon, me and the babies. We need our own room so I can, not look like a crazy person while
it's no longer
baby.
Plural. It's yes.
I know. It's gonna be so hard when little baby black raptor Jesus dragon is born and asks about his brothers and sisters.
I mean, if he's sentient, doesn't he know that everyone just died? Like, if they know what happens beyond, in the egg?
If? That's a big if.
It depends. Sometimes they know about what goes on before they're born. Sometimes they don't.
But no, I'll have my own room.
All right, so each of you subtract 2 gold pieces from your inventory.
Yep.
Okay.
Done.
All right, so you all retire to your rooms for a moment to kind of clean up a little bit. It's a really nice room, very high thread count sheets. You each have your own fireplace, which is nice and warm. And it looks like an expensive Kalimshan rug is in each of your rooms. It's very nice, very nice. So you also each have your own private baths as well, which is very unusual. Usually these places have like a shared bathhouse attached to it. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Gonna clean up and kind of make sure that there's a nice toasty fire, and I don't know.
So
not put the egg in the fire, but
yummy dragon eggs.
Don't you
Dragon
dare.
omelets.
Can we make some s'mores?
If you find chocolates and crackers and marshmallows
What's left
in town
of all the dragons.
Yeah. Okay, so you put the dragon egg near the fire. That's good. It is getting very late though. So it occurs to you that perhaps High Hall might not be accepting visitors at this hour. So you can try, but
I think personally, I'm just gonna scrub down and go sleep.
Yeah. Are you gonna tell your companions, or are you just not going to come back out of the room?
I mean, I tell them telepathically. No.
Telepathically. Wow, this is an interesting power. I didn't know you had that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna take a bath because obviously.
Okay, so you guys are you've gotten cleaned up. The egg is safely near the fire. What else are you all doing? What are you guys doing now? I would say it's probably it's midnight, but it's hard to tell exactly how late it is, just because it's so bright outside. You all do notice when you go into the rooms that they don't have windows. But when you look out into the hall, there's a window with like a heavy sheet on it, but the light is still pouring in through the heavy sheet.
I'll check on if they want to maybe go there first thing in the morning since it's so late, or whatever this counts as morning.
Okay. All right, so you all want to try to get some shut-eye and get rested up?
Yes.
All right, so
the cat nap or 2 or 9.
The night kind of passes by uneventfully. You all wake up in the morning. Flick, the fireplace has like kind of burned down to embers, but you notice like a very subtle movement with the egg. Like you notice it just kind of like tilts to the side for like a quick second, and you don't see it moving anymore.
Okay. Then I will double pack the bag that I keep it in to make sure that it's a bit more insulated and warm, like the last time, and I'll bring it with me.
Okay. So you're bringing the dragon egg with you to High Hall.
I'm out of my sight.
Okay. All right. So are you all meeting downstairs? And like, are you getting? I guess you guys are probably like getting breakfast or whatever before you head out.
Yarp.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are all rested up and you've eaten and you guys are ready to head out. So I'm assuming, all right, for you're heading to High Hall. On your way to High Hall, you as you get closer, you notice that these it's just absolutely beautiful. The waterfalls gushing out of the cliff side. There's vegetation growing up all over the sides of the cliff, and the waterfalls are kind of emptying out into these streams that run through these beautiful gardens, and there's like houses lining the garden, and like very heavy on windows and balconies. Like they have one hell of a view, and you can tell they built the houses to take advantage of the view. And you try not to look up directly at what that old woman called the companion, because it is very bright, and it kind of hurts your eyes if you try to look at it. But you are very aware of the presence of that orb and also the sun rising as well. So,
so is the orb actually warm? Like, is it actually hot like a sun, or is it just bright like a sun?
Last night, you didn't. It felt like a cool evening, so your guess would be that it doesn't actually give off any heat, it just gives off a light.
Okay.
So, all right, so you all head to the entrance of High Hall. There's guards posted. There's like a kind of like a bridge that goes across to the entrance of this giant building, and the guards stop you. Excuse me, what is your business here? Are you expected?
No. We are looking for Froom?
Onthar
Yes.
Froom. Okay, well, you're not going to find Paladin Froom here, but you will find him at a tavern back in town. He and his men are always at a pair of Black Antlers. It's a tavern. Like, turn around, go way back to the eastern side of town, and you'll find the tavern there.
What about?
He's a good man. Good man.
What about?
Okay, and then I'll turn around and start walking there.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't hear what you said.
What about a guy called Leosin? Is he in there?
I'm sorry. I've never heard of a man named Leosin.
God damn it. Fine.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No.
All right. So I guess you guys are probably heading back to town and a pair of Black Antlers, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what you said. Your chat actually dropped on me when you were talking about it.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you So you make your way into the east side of town. You ask around because the city's pretty big and the streets are kind of confusing. But everyone can, whether you ask for a pair of black antlers or Ontharr From, everyone seems to know him and know the place, and they're able to point you to the right direction no matter where you're at. So you find your way pretty easily using the help of the local citizens. As you walk into the tavern, it's very loud, very rowdy. There's these guys all over the place. They all have this same symbol on their, like, either on their shoulder or their chest or around their neck. It is it's like a symbol of a gauntlet with its hand like facing backwards this way. You
Tyr,
see
right? Tyr and Torm or whatever.
Yeah, so you, as a paladin, you are very familiar with the symbol. It is a symbol of Torm. So you, in the back of the room, at a large table, you see a man with a drink already in the morning. He's he's human. He's a big guy. He's like kind of pudgy, but he has probably as much muscle as he does fat. He's balding, like this red bushy beard and a scar over his eye. And he's laughing very loudly at something somebody said, like kind of slamming his fist down in laughter. And then next to him, like kind of behind him, leaning up against the wall, you see an elf, and you almost don't recognize him because he's not bruised and battered. But Ophala and Crystal, you recognize him as Leosin Erlenthar, the man you rescued from the camp. He glances your way, Leosin does, as you walk in, and he bursts into a smile, and he rushes over to you, and, to Crystal and Ophala, and says, I cannot tell you how happy I am to see you. I wasn't sure you were going to show up.
Who is this little man? And why is he... I don't know what he's hugging you. Why is he hugging you?
he looks past Crystal and Ophala at Flick, and he says, "My Lefear grew quite scaly."
Oh no, he's
Lefear is not with us anymore.
I'll lean in. We think he's dead.
Leosin says, "I'm sorry. Did you what? You think Lefear is dead?"
Well, we were in the cave, and then these bats showed up, and then these bloodsucker things showed up, and then he screamed, and then the bats went away, and then there was just his bloody bag that was left around. So, I mean, yes, maybe.
He says, "Oh dear. Well, that's very unfortunate news indeed. I'm very sorry to hear about that." He looks at Crystal and Ophala, and he seems to be quite sincere when he says that. I do hope that you find your friend in good health eventually.
I mean, the upside is we got his loot.
Ophala, that's not.
Leosin kind of looks at you with his mouth agape, like.
I'm kidding.
Right. Yeah. Well,
it's
listen.
good to see you.
It is very good to see you, and in fact, I do believe I owe you two something. And he reaches into his considerable size purse on the side of his armor, and he pulls out a bunch of 2 bags filled to the brim with gold. I believe I agreed to pay you each 150 gold if you went to investigate the campsite again. And so he hands it to you, Ophala and Crystal. And he kind of looks at Flick, and like he pauses for a moment, but he doesn't reach into his pocket and pull out another bag.
And Flick does not even look expectingly at all.
Okay.
I mean, maybe we should take Lefear's cut just in case we find him.
Well, then Lefear can show up and ask himself.
Exactly.
What's left of him?
Actually,
I know you just want more money, you greedy shit.
if Ophala hadn't just said that, Leosin might have considered it, but now Leosin is for sure not considering that.
Yeah, the moment you said, "Well, we got his stuff,"
Ophala, from now on, shut up.
Wow, rude.
I'm the rude one.
So Leosin says, "Come, there's someone I want you to meet," and so he guides you all back to the back of the tavern towards that man. Actually, here, let me show you. This is what Leosin looks like. Also, the man you see in the back of the tavern, the human.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he looks like here. This is Onthar's room. You know what? Let me. Oh, you know what? I need to show chat. Okay, so here's Onthar's room, and here is Leosin. So those are the two men that we're talking to. All right. So Leosin says in the direction of Froome, Onthar, these are the heroes of Greenest that I was telling you about. And Onthar kind of pulls away from the conversation that he was having with one of his men, and kind of regards the three of you, and he says, "Really?" And then he kind of like catches himself and was like, "Oh, well met. How are all of you?"
I'm doing fine. Okay for now.
And he says, that's quite a pack you're carrying around behind you. What is that?"
It really is none of your concern. I'm almost to full term. It's Dragonborn stuff. Yes, Dragonborn stuff.
Can you roll a persuasion for me, please?
Let's see what I got. Oh, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's like, "Well, fair enough. You have your right to privacy." So hold on, let me bring up my stuff. So Leosin arrived probably about a week ago, and told me about your exploits in Greenest. It seems that we all share a common enemy with this mysterious cult. Tiamat, yes, I have heard that the cult appears to be worshipping her. There's we potentially have a lot to gain by working with each other. I do want to make sure, though, that you are up to the task of anything I assign you. If we're going to work together, I need to kind of gauge your abilities. So why don't we get to know each other a little bit better? Get to know each other's strengths and weaknesses a bit. How about some friendly matches of arm wrestling? You're kind of like looking at this like super massive guy.
Flick, do you want to take this?
Okay. I'll
All right, we're gonna do something a little bit different here. Let me go over here. So the first thing we're doing is the arm wrestling. You're gonna be paired up with someone. So Flick is gonna be paired up with Onthar's room, and he still wants to gauge Ophala and
he does, the
Crystal.
pervert.
Yeah, so he's pitted the two ladies against each other. What are your strength and constitution modifiers combined?
Well, I have 0 strength and -1 constitution, so I guess -2.
Okay, it's gonna be 1.
I have 0 constitution and -1 strength.
Good God. Well, that's gonna be an interesting match between the two of you.
Yeah, guys, just think of it as failing upwards, okay?
It's just going to be a slapping match.
No, stop it! Stop it! They'll bring in the priests instead of the paladins.
Yeah. Alright, so
somebody will throw some mud in there, you know.
Let's see, strength +5 altogether.
Okay.
I have a +4 to strength and +1 to con.
So the way this is going to work is I need all three of you. This is gonna be the first. This is gonna go in rounds, and I need all three of you to roll a strength save, please.
Do we have to do this? Can my character not just be like, ugh, this is childish?
I mean, you could, but it might affect how Froome perceives you.
Fine. Shipwreck rolls over and he's like, this couldn't get much worse. One, I've probably just snapped my arm off.
You're like, here's my strong hand.
I'm laughing because mine's my birth date, so it's a lucky number.
Nice.
I think my arm just snapped off and is broken or something.
Hold on. I need to see the results here. So let's see. There's a difference of yeah, Crystal, you win the match between Ophala, and Ophala's arm is just worn out. Like, Ophala can't continue just after even one match.
Wow.
Couldn't even compete, Ophala.
And
got the brains.
Really?
And Azuba. Wow. Okay, you actually beat Ontharr Froome. You just took all 5 of his tokens in one round.
Yes.
Now, it's going to be
intelligence.
No, actually, it's actually going to be Flick against Crystal. So I need for each of you to roll a strength check.
All right, this is actually rigged.
It looks rigged as fuck.
If I win,
in before, like, natural 20 on Crystal and a natural 1 for that.
Alright.
I'm waiting for him to roll like a 2.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, a natural 20.
Wow.
Wow,
I may have accidentally broken your arm and the table.
That is like OP as
you actually did kind of sprain Shipwreck's arm a little bit, or like it kind of feels sprained. Like her shoulder is not feeling all that great. It's not her sword arm though, and you actually did crack the table.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Are you?
Ontharr looks very impressed with Flick, but he also looks very concerned for Crystal. And I'm assuming you all have introduced each other, like exchanged names and everything, so he knows your name. Crystal, are you okay? Alright, so Flick wins that round. He's very impressed. He's not so impressed with Ophala. But alright, let's see. Some time passes, everybody's kind of chit-chatting, and he says, okay, maybe that was a little bit unfair. Not everyone finds their abilities are strongest in the strength of their arms. Perhaps we can determine this another way. I want to see how your all's tactics are. And so we have another encounter for you guys. You all walk out of the tavern. You go about a block and there's like some training grounds where his men are like kind of bashing on like training dummies and trying to practice their sword arts and all that stuff. And there's like a big empty square near the back of this area. and it's like just covered in sand and stuff. It sees a lot of foot traffic, or a lot of abuse, rather. And so he kind of stands over there and motions for the three of you to come join him. He says, I want to spar with you. I want to see how your combat tactics are.
Is it 3-on-1?
As a matter of fact, it is.
Does combat include spells?
Does anything go?
So, no. No one's going to be exploding today, and he kind of laughs. He says, I don't want anyone's bits being cleaned out of the sand today. So there's going to be some ground rules. There's no spells.
Come on.
But
what about Panther mode?
he kind of thinks. He's like, what is Panther mode? Oh shit! It is pouring.
Wow. I shift to a panther and I bite things.
I mean, saying no spells is like saying you shouldn't have a sword.
I actually
he looks at Crystal. He's like, you mean you turn into a panther? What?
Yeah, it's a thing I do. No big deal.
He laughs. He's like, well, if that's an ability you have, so be it. He regards Ophala and says, fine, I suppose we'll allow spells, but I don't want you, no explosions, no nothing lethal, all right?
So no fire.
But how this actually works is you guys actually can throw whatever you want at him. There is not going to be any chance to actually kill him. This is all out of character, I'm telling you this. There's no chance to kill him, or he can't kill any of you, because basically you guys are going to be getting temporary hit points equal to your current hit points, and so like you guys aren't going to be like actually digging into your real hit points. So that's how sparring is going to work. All right, so I need everyone to roll initiative. Click your token and hit the init button at the bottom of your screen. All right, Flick, you get to go first.
Okay. Does he have his weapon out already?
Yes, everyone is prepared for combat.
Okay, just checking. I'll go over and attempt to slap him with my sword.
Slap him with your sword. All right.
Yep.
I thought he was going to go just like a... Oh, sorry.
Yep. Yeah, I can just see it now. All right, let's see what we got.
For a minute, I thought he was going to go with like just a genuine slap.
I rolled a 15.
And that is going to be a miss. So he kind of like ducks out of the way as you're swinging. Like he definitely anticipated your attack. So that's that. Ophala, it's your turn.
So what kind of weapon is he using?
You see he is holding a maul.
Okay.
It's like a big thing with a bludgeoning thing at the end of it. It looks like it could hurt pretty badly.
But the key point is it's metal.
It is metal, yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. Oh, fuck, it didn't work.
Ah, the thing is broken. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna have to help you guys fix that.
He's gonna
what was
attack
it? Was
you
it
with
heat metal?
Script. Do you feel hacked yet?
That was heat
it?
metal.
Okay, what's the DC on that?
That is a
spell save DC. Okay, there it is. All right, so it's a save of 13. All right, okay, so he took 2d8, 7 damage. All right, it is burning him, and it is obviously kind of, it doesn't feel good, but he is actually holding on to it. He is not dropping it.
Wow, to think I was gonna cast it on his chest.
Oh god. Savage mode.
Well, I was aiming to like disarm him, like that's kind of what I was going for. Make him drop his weapon.
Are you doing anything else this turn?
No, I'll happily stay over here.
All right, Crystal, it's your turn. All right, so you're in Panther mode.
I'll just do my classic bite.
Okay. Well, you're pretty far away from him right now. I mean, you're like gnashing at the air.
How's that air taste?
First I run on over. Then I bite.
Okay.
I'm surrounded.
You should have disadvantage on that, shouldn't you?
What'd you say?
We have him surrounded now.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it is going to be a miss. So you're like kind of gnashing at him, but you're like gnashing at the metal that he's wearing, and it's just not going through.
It's like double penetration right now.
Actually, it's more of an Eiffel Tower because we're on both ends.
All right, so now it's Onthar's turn. He is taking his burning weapon, and he thwops across Flick with it. So, gonna do that. What is your AC, Flick?
Probably something trivial that you can hit, but it's a number between 15 and 17.
Okay. Well, that is definitely a hit, and you take 14 points of damage. Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Okay.
And he has the ability to go again, and he does it again.
Hacks.
Yeah. Oh, that is definitely a hit.
Like 8th level then.
It is definitely a hit, and it does 10 damage to you, Flick.
Rip Flick.
I'm just lulling him to a false sense of security. Once he takes me down.
You're gonna floor tank and everyone's gonna win.
Exactly. I'll just lightly nibble on his ankles.
I'll be still healing again.
All right, Flick, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna add Sacred Weapon to my weapon, which allows me to add my charisma to my attack roll.
Your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier.
Okay.
And so we have an advantage. It doesn't matter. So add 2 to whatever that is.
To the damage or the roll?
The actually attack roll.
The attack roll, not the damage roll.
Not the damage, the attack
okay.
roll.
All right, yeah, so that is definitely a hit. So you make the connect. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, so you're able to get 8 damage into
8 points.
Yeah. All right, are you gonna do anything?
I mean, that's all I can do. I'm just gonna keep him occupied so he can't roll around and all that crap.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ophala, it's your turn.
I am not getting in close to that. I'm just saying. Like, if he could hit you for 14, that's probably like 1 hit for me, nearly.
Pussy.
Says the cat.
I'm not the one afraid. Oh no, I can't speak. Meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Meow.
You start singing the Meow Mix song.
Meow 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 meow.
There you go.
Meow 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 meow.
Okay, I'm gonna cast another spell. Let's
right.
see if this one's broken, shall we?
They're all probably gonna be broken. Just FYI, we need to swap everything out.
No.
No, okay. Hideous laughter. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable for the duration. For concentration up to 1 minute. Okay, so this is a concentration spell, so just so you understand, when you do this, his weapon is going to stop burning. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the damage. Hold on. Can you, real quick, do... Because on his turn, he was still holding his thing, so could you do...
Holding his thing?
Yeah. Can you do another damage roll on the heat metal for me? It's not going to be part of your turn.
Okay, 1 second.
All right.
I'll just click it again.
Okay. All right. So he actually during his round he took another 9 points of damage. All right, and so for this, he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
I mean, the idea was to make him drop his weapon. If he's not going to drop his weapon,
yeah, it doesn't seem effective, which is funny because he usually does find everything hilarious, but he didn't find that very hilarious. So it didn't seem to have any effect on him.
I guess the your mama joke doesn't work.
And on a success of the saving throw, the spell ends, so you can't hold concentration to try to keep it going. All right, are you gonna move at all, Ophala?
No, I'm good up here.
Okay, Crystal, it's your turn.
Well, now I am in front of him, so I don't have to make any sudden movement. Can I growl to intimidate Ophala? I'm kidding.
Also, I want to mention that you have both you and Flick have advantage on your attacks because of the formation. You guys have them like you're across from each other, so you're kind of ganging up on them. You're double teaming this beefy dude.
I'm gonna go in for the bite again. I'm really determined this time.
Okay. Ouch.
I see.
Yeah, you clamp down really hard on his plate, and you almost chip a tooth, and it doesn't seem to faze him at all. So, sorry.
It's a shame he's not wearing a helmet.
This is why I wanted to use spells.
He's actually going to cast a spell, a flick, since spells are allowed, apparently.
If he was wearing a helmet, I could have used heat metal on the helmet, and that would have been hilarious.
So, make a dexterity save for me, Flick.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, hold on, let me see what happens.
Is Flick just going to explode?
Wait, hold on. I used my luck thing.
What is that?
That's the luck ability.
Yeah, the feat.
I have. Yeah.
That was an accident. Ignore what just happened.
God damn it.
But yeah, go ahead. Tell me what the luck thing is while we're waiting for this.
I have 3 luck points. Whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can spend 1 luck point to roll an additional d20. You can choose to spend it after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined. You can choose which of the d20s you use, or whatever. So basically, I can roll another d20, and I can choose which of the 2 saving throws to do.
You know you succeeded, right?
I thought I did. Oh, we're taking the 21. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 9.
No, you have advantage because of Crystal's position.
Okay.
So yeah, you succeeded. But you still are going to take some damage. Yeah, so you're going to take Okay, here we go. Let me do a roll. This is gonna hurt.
Did I made? Oh, damn. What level is this asshole?
Pretty high.
I feel like this is a scripted loss.
No, not necessarily. Okay, you take 9 damage, Flick. Oh, and you go down. Well, you're not like down. You're definitely out for the count in the sparring. Like you are completely exhausted, and he kind of trips you up, and you've lost. So you've been disarmed, and you are out of the match. So now it's him against Crystal and Ophala. Let me remove Flick out of there. All right, Ophala, it's your turn.
Great. Could I don't suppose I could get Flick back up?
No, because he's not actually down. Like, he's lost the sparring match. So like, healing him isn't going to do anything.
Okay, alright, screw it. I'm gonna be a dick.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Heat Metal on his chest piece this time.
You're targeting the wrong area.
I mean, that is a good point.
He's already a fire crotch, though.
Yeah, wow. But now he'll be fire crotch.
That's a good point. I'll aim it at his junk.
Are you actually going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's your prerogative. Alright, hold on. That's a wisdom saving throw against that? Or no, constitution. It doesn't even phase him. Somehow you've missed your mark. Wow. Maybe it was too small. Too small to hit. Alright. Are you gonna move or are you done with your turn?
I'm gonna take a couple of steps back.
Okay. Probably wise. Alright, Crystal, it's your turn.
Alright. Am I able to shift back into elf mode? I almost said human.
Yep, you can do that. I think shifting back is a bonus action, so you should still be able to do.
I was gonna use my green flame blade cantrip.
Okay. Flame blade. Make a melee attack with a weapon. On the hit, target suffers the attack's normal effects, and fire leaps to a different creature you can see. Are you sure you want to do that? Because you're only fighting one person. I guess it can attack the same creature. No, because the thing says that the fire leaps to a different creature you can see within 5 feet of the original target. So that would be useful against more than one. Okay.
I just remember I have to use it from the compendium.
Yeah, after your turn is over, just go ahead and delete the other one in your character sheet and drag the one from the compendium over, and it should work again. But go ahead and roll it from the compendium this time.
Are you able to? Because it won't even let me bring it up for some reason.
I'll do it for you.
Perfect. The kind of the level 2 spells were weird last time.
How are you? You know what? I'll just put it in your character sheet so you can do this. All right, concentration up to 10 minutes. All right, so you have summoned it into your hand. It is a bonus action, so you still have your action. Oh shoot! You know what? You've already used your bonus action to shift out of your form. And this is a bonus action, so this is taking the place of your action, so you can't attack with it this turn.
Okay.
If you want, I'll pretend that none of this happened, and you can try to do a bite again, if that's what you want.
Hacks.
It hasn't really been working. How far is Ophala from me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 40 feet.
Okay, so Thunder Wave is safe.
Poor Flick. Okay.
It's gonna have a shocking.
Oh yeah, we're gonna assume that Flick has like come over here away from the battle since he's out of the fight now.
See me.
The men have rolled him off the field.
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna make me like throw my head into the wall.
All right, so Thunder Wave. We're gonna replace that in your character sheet as well.
Sorry, Dagan.
No, it's okay. It's good to get this fixed anyway.
We should maybe like fix this after stream.
Yeah, but I have to do this now if she's gonna cast it.
No. I mean like for the
yeah,
other spells.
yes, everyone needs to fix their spells after the stream. All right, so we're casting it level 1. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or actually, you could cast it at level 2, I guess, if you wanted. Take up one of your level 2 spell slots.
Yeah,
it'd actually be wise to do that.
Yeah, no, level 2 is fine.
Okay.
Am I able to press it now?
I actually just did it for you.
That's fine.
Also, take away one of your level 2 spell slots.
Okay.
Because that's you just used one. All right, and you do 8 damage to him.
How many hit points does this guy have?
Quite
Apparently a lot.
Well, the thing to keep in mind is that he is level awesome.
I feel like this is legitimately like a scripted
we are
loss.
level kinda down here.
Yeah, we're not supposed to kill him, so I think this works out.
Well, I mean, no one's life is in danger during this sparring match. It's sparring. It's not. You guys aren't actually attacking each other. He's just trying to gauge your strength. It is 3 against 1, or however many against 1. It is possible to win against him, but you guys have to do some like OP shit, like crazy tactics and stuff.
Like we all turn into tigers.
Something like that.
We all join together and like summon a Megazord or something.
Oh my god. On that note, Ophala, it's your turn. Are you gonna summon your Megazord?
Well, I don't like to brag, but
Megazord in the form of tits.
Boing.
See, I feel like I'm torn in a sense because like I don't want to use up all my spells just in case there's something after this that we need to do, but at the same time, I do kind of want to hurt him.
You all should definitely do whatever you can to impress this guy.
Okay,
Leosin did kind of impress upon you before you all started doing this that it's important that you impress him.
Well, then I'm going to use my final level 3 spell, and I'm going to try what I tried last time. I'm going to try set his junk on fire.
Okay. What's the range on that, by the way?
At least 6 to 9 inches, depending on the target.
I can actually have a quick look.
It's well, you're 40 feet. Okay, it's 60 feet. You're well within the range. You're good. So go ahead and cast it. Okay. And that doesn't affect him at all.
God damn it.
So yeah, that is a miss. Are you gonna move?
No, I'm gonna stay very happily here.
Okay. Crystal, it is. Wait, did we skip his turn? Somehow his turn got skipped. That's okay. I'm just gonna allow it. Crystal, it's your turn.
I don't think you did, because like he knocked out
No,
Flick, and then it went to me, and now it's going to Chris. No, it might.
No,
it was Crystal. It was Crystal, and then Ophala, and now it's back to Crystal for some reason. I don't care. You guys are doing so horribly. I'm just going to allow it.
Wow!
He was kind of daydreaming during those 6 seconds that he was supposed to be attacking you guys.
It was the Megazord tits.
All right, Crystal, it's your turn.
I don't think I really have any other choice but to go back into Panther mode and just bite him again.
Okay, go ahead. Nope, sorry. Doesn't even phase him. You're just gnashing at that metal. All right, so it's Onthar's turn. He is going to try to bludgeon you with his maul. I believe your AC is under 18, right?
I have a feeling, but I'll double check. Armor class is 12.
Yeah. So he hits you for 8 damage. I will. Well, go ahead and. Oh, that's okay. I'll get it. Okay. And he's not going to move at all. Oh, actually, no, he is. He gets to hit you again. Maybe. And it does connect again, and it does 10 damage this time.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, indeed. Okay. Ophala, it's your turn.
Well, I'm out of useful spells. So I suppose I'll smack him with my bow.
Okay, go ahead. Well, I'm assuming you're not smacking him with your bow, you're firing an arrow at him. Smacking him from the bow, especially at that distance, probably isn't going to be very effective.
I mean, hitting the air might make some kind of current.
Yes, the butterfly effect. In 50 years, something's going to slap him in the face. It's going to be a tree branch that slaps him in the face. And gives him the killing blow. Okay, the arrow just kind of glances off of his armor. It doesn't hit him. Are you gonna move?
No, I'm quite comfortable over here.
All right, Crystal, it's your turn.
Going for the claw.
All right. It bounces off of his plate. So.
Flick, you need this armor. Like everything just bounces off it.
Just goddamn armor.
It probably goes all the way down to the floor too.
I don't know, what was that?
Whatever that was nicely timed.
Yeah, dong.
My cat just headbutted them.
Aha. All right. Crystal, I'm sorry to say he does another 14 points of damage.
It just gets higher for every hit.
Yep. And he does one swing and connects with your head, and then like on its way back up, it connects again. And actually, yeah, it connects again. And does 8 points of damage.
Unconscious Crystal?
No, she's still conscious. All right.
I need a cat form. God damn.
Who's the
thing
real
is,
thing?
she could technically shift out of that and then go back in.
All right, Ophala,
No,
it's your
I
turn.
can't.
No, she's already done it too many times now. That was her last time.
I'll try pew-pewing again with my bow.
Okay. Oh, it comes really close to actually getting him in the neck. But it does glance off his shoulder of his armor, and it doesn't connect, but it was pretty close. All right. If you're not moving, it's going to be Crystal's turn now.
Yeah. He must have a really high do that then.
All right, I wiggle my butt. I do all the cat dancing magic I can, and I bite him again.
Okay. Oh, you got him in the face. Yes. You've been trying to get at his face, but he keeps like pushing you back down. But you saw an opening and you took it, and you clamped down on his face. Careful not to break the skin, but definitely enough to scratch him up quite a bit. And you do 6 damage to him. Great.
Wow, actual damage has been done?
Damage has been done.
I mean, I did burn him that one time. Which you maybe I should have continued.
Yeah, but
maybe.
Paladin, if he's had a strange burning sensation down there, he's already cured himself multiple times.
Oh my. Alright, so it's Onthar's turn. He's gonna maul Shipwreck here.
At least I went down hit.
Yep. And that is... It connects and does 11 damage.
Did you manage to hit him, like?
Yeah, I hit him.
So we've all hit him once.
Yeah. And he goes in for another swing.
I mean,
it connects.
That's teamwork. We've all hit him once.
Crystal is down for the count. She's lost the sparring match.
Was our health reset, by the way, now that we're like done?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think I was subtracting from the wrong one.
Yeah, no, I still
would have
been
you would have
down,
gone down anyway. Yeah. All right, yeah, you're back to normal now. I'll give you back your temporary hit points. Okay, Ophala, it is just now you and this big, scary, beefy man with a giant metal thing with a ball at the end of it. You do whatever you want.
I'm not gonna do that. Like, after everything I've done, that'd be too much to just like turn my back on these two. I know it's no risks, but that would look bad on me if I surrendered.
I agree.
At this distance, I'll, I guess, shoot my bow.
Oh my god. You connected. Roll that damage. Well, you hit him. And you only did 4 damage. But hey, it is something.
How much are these squares again? Is it 5?
5 feet. 5 feet for each square.
And I can move 30.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm just gonna move this here.
Where are you going?
Like, just up here.
Okay.
Trying to keep some distance.
Sure, understandable. All right. So it is going to be. Whoop, it was already your turn. We need to get Crystal out of here.
Can he move like twice, or is it just like a one? Is it just like when he's hitting? Can he hit? He
twice? Can't move twice. Well, he could sprint, but then he couldn't attack. But he can attack twice. We're gonna do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he pulls out his crossbow and fires a shot at you as he's running at you. Sorry, Ophala, your AC is what?
13.
Okay, it connects. And Jesus Christ. It does 18 damage to you.
I mean...
wait, what happened to your temporary... I thought I gave you temporary HP.
I thought you did as well.
The fuck is happening here? It's disappearing. Alright, so you had
Oh, that's
23.
why it's temporary.
It's very temporary, apparently. Alright, you're down to 5 health.
I mean, at that point, I can also trigger my Infernal Legacy and use Hellish Rebuke.
And how does that work again?
If I'm hit, I can smash back with that as like a racial.
But that does damage to you as well, though, right?
No, I have to be hit to do it.
Oh, okay. And it's not a melee hit?
At least that's how Ginger did it. I don't know if it's a melee hit. It doesn't actually... It just says...
Can you put the text in chat? Once you're... Okay. As a 2nd level spell, do you have a 2nd level spell slot still?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead. How much damage does it do?
That is a good question. I might need to get it from the compendium.
Watch you accidentally kill this asshole.
Okay, it does... Wait, you could... What's your highest level spell slot you still have?
2.
Okay, so you could have done it at 3rd level for even more, but you're gonna do 2d10 damage to him. So roll 2d10 for me.
Wow.
Oh my god. Well, you kind of extend out your hand, and like there's just like this infernal fire surrounding you, like this aura of infernal fire, and like your eyes start glowing. You look super badass, and then just like a little puff of smoke comes out and goes
like a little fart noise.
Yes.
I mean, I should still have an attacking move as well.
Is that able to be done as a Bonus action?
That's I'm just going by what Ginger did. He treated it as a reaction.
I have it up here. Oh, oh yeah, you do. It's a reaction, so you still can go.
How the heck is Ophala still alive?
I know, right? Ophala's just very lucky, I think.
Generally,
yeah,
my spells work. Generally,
yeah,
tonight my spells are a bit.
You're I guess you're fumbling with the crossbow after you're surprised that your Hellish Rebuke did almost nothing to the guy, and your arrow doesn't even hit him. Like, it just kind of flies off in the distance and breaks someone's window.
I'm not paying for it. I'm saying this now.
So I think that's the end of your turn. I think you have the option of moving, actually, if you want to move.
I mean, is there any point?
I mean,
I'm kind of pinned in a corner.
It's up to you. Are you gonna go or no?
I'll stay still.
Okay. Anthar comes up at you, right next to you.
For the love of God, please, Ness. That'd be amazing.
What is that?
No,
what would be I missed that. What would be amazing?
If you missed both hits.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see. Your AC was 12, right?
I think it's 13. I'll double check.
I have your character sheet here. It is 13, you're right. It hits, and you go down.
Yay! Squad goals, we all went down.
And that is that. He kind of reaches his hand down to you, Ophala, offering to help you up.
I accept begrudgingly.
All right, and he kind of lets out this like boisterous laugh, and it says, "My, no one has given me that much of a run for my money in quite a while. Very, very well done. Congratulations to all three of you. You may not have won the sparring match, but I've not had to work so hard in years."
Are the other two awake, or are they just
So
in
can you say we put
Yeah,
can we put
they're
work,
fine.
Work.
No, everybody's. No one was knocked unconscious. It was a sparring match, so they just lost the sparring match. They didn't actually get like injured or anything.
Why can we get suit of armor like yours for our tank?
Oh, this is it's my plate armor. And then he kind of looks over at Flick and he's like, "Is that your tank?"
But believe it or not, yes. He has a very unique style of tanking.
You do know that I am right here. I can still hear you.
I don't actually see your armor in your inventory. Oh, chainmail, I see. We are a very large city. We have an excellent selection of blacksmiths. If you would like to get yourself some plate mail made for you, that's certainly an option.
Okay.
So yeah, that would actually, out of character, that would probably be a good idea, by the way.
Well, I mean, plate wasn't. You can't start with plate.
Yes, that is true. That is very true. And that's true. You have not been in a functioning city yet until now, since leaving the camp.
Yeah,
so
we were in the boonies.
You're in the boonies that had been set on fire and burned down to the ground. By your former friends, no less. But he doesn't know that. All right, so yeah, you guys seem to be making a pretty good impression on him so far. Let me see what he's gonna want to do next. He's like, "All right, you guys. I'm sure all three of you have really worked up a sweat. What do you say we go back to the tavern together and I would really like to hear about your exploits together. Do you mind if we head back to a pair of black antlers?"
Before we go, I'll check the egg. How's it feeling? How's it looking?
Where are you? Where are you? You're not. You're just pulling out the black dragon egg and be like,
I'm not pulling out the black dragon egg.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I'm kind of shuffling off to my own little corner and checking in on the baby.
All right. As you open up the blanket, it actually gives off heat. Like, it's not just that it was insulated. And you kind of reach down to touch it, and the egg is actually hot to the touch, and you can feel something moving inside of it.
I'll start whispering terms of encouragement to the little dragon baby.
In Draconic, I assume.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, great. So, are we heading back to a pair of black antlers?
Yeah, I'm down to go back.
All right. So,
to get drunk. I'm kidding.
Let's see here. Okay. He turns to Flick and says, this might actually be a good opportunity to get yourself some armor upgrades if you did want some, because they don't pre-make them to fit. You're going to have to get fitted for it, and it's not going to be like a same day thing. It's going to take some time to make it.
Yes, that is a good point. I should do that before you guys go ahead. I'll go get fitted. Okay.
So he makes a recommendation to you for a good blacksmith, and Crystal and Ophala accompany Froome back to a pair of black antlers. May or Shipwreck, could either of you share the spreadsheet that has the prices of all the stuff that you can buy in the town? I should have it fucking
I like the silence and groans you heard from that.
I was like, where? I don't remember.
You're going to be buying at normal cost. It's not cheaper or expensive. The city that you're in has like normal prices. So.
Oh yeah, no way.
How much is it?
It's 1,500 gold.
Nice.
How much do you have?
70 something.
Oh.
How much you all could pool your money together if maybe that would work out.
No, even if we pull the money together, it's not going to be enough.
I mean, I have like $600.
No, I have an idea.
I mean, we do have loot to sell as well. I don't think we've done that, have we? Like we could.
We still won't make that much off of it though.
I don't know. We got some really nice gems out of the cave.
Did you? Right. No, you got trinkets, like talismans.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was talisman, it wasn't gem.
I thought we got gems out of it as well, out of the chest that I opened.
Did you open that?
My knowledge.
Yeah, I remember because Ginger was like, he was like, I'm gonna open the chest, and he's like, it's locked. So I'm like, ooh, I could do something about this, and I used knock.
Much to Ginger's. That's right. Well, why isn't it in your inventory?
I mean, this is when you was alive,
and I was supposed to be tracking it, and I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I actually know what was in the chest. I'm gonna have you add this to your inventory. So let me look it up, and you're gonna add it to your inventory. Okay.
Damn it, Deegan.
That's like, I'm so used to hearing that said to me.
I'm getting used to Ophala now, and damn it, Ophala.
You have a string of pearls. You have a gold and sapphire ring, and you have a half dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones. You're going to have to find a merchant in the area to sell that stuff to. What are you guys going to do about that?
Who's been... Shipwreck, are you being the pack mule?
I think, yeah, someone agreed to track the treasure. Okay. Oh, so, yeah, she needs to keep track of that. But anyway, all right, so you have the stuff in your pack, Shipwreck. you might want to suggest to Froome that you all need to see a merchant before we continue. And I'm assuming that Flick took one look at the prices in the blacksmith shop and turned right back around to find
no. Then I thought about it for a little while, and then I went, okay, I shall improvise. And so I bought a shield and a warhammer.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, if we sell the loot, we might be able to get you some plate armor.
Yeah, but Flick doesn't think that far ahead, so.
I mean,
okay.
When we sell,
and it's just and it's just 25 gold, anyways, altogether.
Yeah. So you have the stats for those in the player handbook. Yeah, go ahead and so go ahead and subtract the gold from your character sheet and add the items, and then just get the stats out of the player handbook.
Hey, Froome, where can we find a vendor to sell all our crap to?
Well, I mean, it's almost on the way. We'll pass by a pair of black antlers, and I can show you some good merchants. It is getting a little bit late in the day, so we should probably head over there now. Do you mind if I accompany you?
I mean, sure.
Okay. I don't have anything better to be doing. I'm either going to be doing that or sitting on my ass and drinking, so.
Doesn't sound like a bad life.
All right, guys. So let's go sell some things. Also, I'm out of Panther mode, guys. I just can't shift. So. I'm
glad that that you're not walking around as a panther in the giant city. It'd probably terrify the town's guard and the people. This giant black panther just like lurking around the streets. Yeah, I don't think that would go over very well.
What happens to my clothes when I shapeshift?
It absorbs. So there's generally two ways that it's handled, and it varies from druid to druid. The way I run the world, if you're in the circle of the moon, which means that you're very adept at shape-shifting, it kind of absorbs into your body along with all of your equipment and everything. If you're not a member of the circle of the moon, all the stuff that you're carrying just drops to the floor, and you'd have to retrieve it, and you'd be stark naked when you shifted back to your natural form.
Kinky.
Yeah, but she is in the circle of the moon, so it has been absorbing into her and then reappearing when she shifts back out. And I like how my chat is just all about anal beads right now.
I started it, actually.
Oh, what else is new? It's fucking Dagenmar's channel. I don't think I can have a single stream without someone talking about anal beads.
You should set that challenge.
1,000 bones to everyone.
1,000. Yeah. Well, then no one's gonna do it. I'll mention it every time then. All anal beads all the time.
Oh, like, get like some kind of something to take a shot with, and every time anal beads is mentioned, you take a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, alcohol poisoning. Hello. All right, so Throne recommends a merchant who usually has a lot of cash flow to be able to purchase things from adventurers. And so you bring in, so you come in, there's a halfling as the shopkeep. She has like really big blue eyes.
I think I'm gonna say something else.
Really big tits.
Yeah.
She also has really big tits, but I wasn't gonna mention it. Abnormally large for a halfling. And like auburn hair down to her shoulders. And she has like a kind of a squeaky voice. And I'm not going to try to do it because it'll hurt my actual voice.
Oh, come on! But... You got to go for the immersion.
Hello.
Right,
What brings you to my shop?
We would like to sell some goods to you.
Loot.
Oh, adventurers. Okay. What do you have for me? Are you enjoying this?
Shipwreck's just dead.
Yeah. You have a string of pearls? Is a pearl necklace, perhaps?
Oh my god!
I'm sure it's not her first.
No, all right. But no, seriously, what do you have? I don't have all day. I'm a very busy shopkeeper. You guys are just eating this up, aren't you?
Oh, we have some talismans.
She kind of like looks over the talismans. So you show her the 4 talismans. I forget exactly what they're made of. I think it's like soapstone and ivory.
Soapstone, dragonstone, ivory. Wait, is that dragonstone?
She looks over it. She's like kind of like she has her little thing out. She's like, I think these might be junk. But there is actually someone down the street that kind of specializes in religious iconography. Maybe you could take this to him, and I don't know, he might be interested in it. But I'd probably give you like 1 copper for each of these.
What a ripoff!
Well, so what do you guys want to do?
What else do you have for me?
Let's see. We have some common clothes.
You're gonna sell your clothes? All right. So I guess you're pulling out the other stuff to show her. So are you pulling out like the string of pearls and the sapphire ring and all that stuff?
One after another, slowly.
It's like a magic trick.
No, seriously, is that what? Are you going to a different shop or what are you doing?
I mean, we're here. We might as well try to sell her the stuff. I mean, we can always go somewhere else if she's being stingy.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh. She's like kind of she still has her little magnifying thing. She's looking at these very closely. These are actual real pearls, and oh my god, this is actual gold. And look at the majesticness of the sapphire. Okay, well, for the pearls, I will offer you 150 gold pieces. For the gold and sapphire ring, I will offer you 450 gold pieces.
Wow.
And let me look at these stones a little closer. I will give you 300 gold pieces total for all 6 of these precious stones.
I mean, they are precious stones. Can't you raise it to maybe 400? I mean, it's not like we're selling them individually, and how often are you going to find like all these kinds of stones grouped together?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh god. Am I gonna have the trend of bad rolls? I do have my bonus as well, remember?
Whoa. You make a compelling point. Fine, 400 gold pieces.
Sweet.
Do you accept this?
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
What is the top?
This is the one time I agree with you, Ophala.
I mean, wow, the world's ending, but yeah, we accept.
Okay. So, since Crystal was the one handing this stuff over, she hands 400 and 450 and 150 gold pieces for a total of 1,000 gold pieces over to Crystal, and she takes the jewelry and presumably is taking it to a safe in the back. And she comes back out and she's like, well, is there anything else, or does that conclude our business?
Dagon's like, I really hope this concludes business.
Okay, well, thank you for your business. Have a nice day.
As soon as they leave, get the hell out of my shop.
All right, guys. So 1,000, 3 people, 333.
I think we should maybe give the money to Flick so he can buy some plate armor.
Is that what you want, Flick?
Oh well.
How much gold do you all total have
Flick's
total?
not there, so.
Yeah, and you actually don't know how much he needs.
Yeah.
Where? So Flick bought the stuff. Where is Flick heading now?
First, and if Flick wants it, we give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Flick, were you heading back to a pair of black antlers since that's where everybody said they were going to meet up?
Yep.
Okay, you definitely get there before they do. So I guess figure out what you're doing until they show up. And all right, so I think. Oh, were you going to take the halfling's suggestion and try that other shop for the talismans, or what were you
why
gonna do?
not?
Yeah, we can do.
Did you take your gold, Ophala?
I mean, you're the one who has the gold.
I handed it to you.
The gold's already missing.
How much did you give me? Like
333.
Say again, you cut out.
333.
Oh my.
It's just Flick I have to wait to give his.
So what are we doing?
Let's go to that weird shop we were gonna go try out.
Okay.
Don't have any use for them.
All right. So you make your way down the street. Froome is still with you. He's just kind of like, I don't know. He's just kind of minding his own business. You find it's like very easy to spot. She gave you a description. It's definitely a store of oddities. You walk in, and the whole store is very dark. There's like strange dolls hanging from the ceiling. Everything is candle lit. There's some really beautiful like statues and stuff, and there's also like these grotesque, monstrous looking like paintings, and there's all sorts, and it's like a very musky scent in there. The air feels very heavy. Behind the desk at the far end of the shop, you see what appears to be a half-elf with very dark features. He has like dark circles around his eyes, like he hasn't slept in quite a while. He kind of regards you with disinterest. Hello, what can I do for you?
Way better voice this time.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Hello, I have a couple of talismans. I have 4 talismans I heard you might be interested in.
4 couple of talismans.
4 couple.
2 couples of talismans.
He says, all right, bring them out. Let's see them.
Okay, I got one of wood, ivory, soapstone, and why can I see what that first one is made of? Hold on.
Bone? He looks at it. He's like, it looks to be made out of bone. I see bone and looks like soapstone and wood and ivory. He kind of glances at them. Interesting. I've not seen. All right. He looks over all of them. The craftsmanship on these are remarkable. But he looks at them. He's like, they look like dragons, or where did you find these?
You would not believe if we told you.
A little bit of adventuring, so that's what I'll go with.
Says, okay, fair enough. But if I find out these are stolen, I'll have the city guards come find you.
Oh, they're not stolen.
I mean, unless you like consider stolen from dead bodies.
Jesus.
He stops moving, and he's just like staring at you, and he's like, your business is your business. I don't want to hear another word about that. He goes back to investigating the talismans. He was like, yes, these are.
You need to fucking stop.
He looks like, yes, these are excellent specimens. I love the savagery and artistic flair reflected in these. I would very much like to meet the person that crafted these. They're just absolutely exquisite. Let me see how much I'll give you for these. Let me. He pulls out one of those abacuses. Hold on, let me see here.
The medieval iPhone 7.
Yes, the medieval iPhone 7.
I still.
I think I'll give you a very fair price on these. What would you say to maybe 140 gold pieces for all 4 of them?
How do you feel, Ophala?
Why not round it up to 150? So we have a nice even number.
That's not very persuasive, sir. That 10 gold means
sir.
Ma'am.
Ophala, hush your. We've been going through a lot to get this. So I do think 150 is fair, considering how we've come across this crap.
If you consider putting 150, I'll forget that you just completely misgendered me.
It was a slip of the tongue, ma'am. Surely you're not going to try to shake me down for another 10 gold pieces. I'm offering you a very fair price on these talisman.
Can I do a persuasion check?
How much have you had to drink today?
You can do a persuasion check, but you also have to do the persuading. Do the persuading first, and I'll tell you to make a check or not.
Okay, listen. We went through a lot to get this. We've seen some things. We've lost the person. I think we deserve an extra 10 gold.
Make the check.
I mean, could I also make a check?
You're gonna have to make your own case.
Oh god.
No, I'm sorry. I have a business to run, ma'am. If I parted with my gold with every sob story that came in here, I'd be penniless.
I mean, that just seems really heartless of you. I mean, as I said, we lost a friend, and not just that, we're giving you these. And how often are you going to come across such relics? I mean, you said yourself you've never seen this kind of thing before. These could be very much a collector's item, and like end up being double, if not triple, the price in the coming years.
Go ahead and make the check.
I think he's more persuasive than me because he has an accent. #rigged.
Yes, because Ophala is completely British.
Yes.
Yes, the British Ophala in Faerun in the Sword Coast.
Yes,
See?
quite.
See?
Well, I suppose if it's a deal breaker for you, I definitely would like to get my hands on these. Fine, another 10 gold, but not a copper more.
Thank you. I appreciate the business.
Very well. And so you all make the exchange. He hands Crystal 150 gold pieces, and he takes the 4 talisman. So
let's go meet up with Flick.
I agree. Let's go meet Flick.
Also, here's 50 gold of your share of that.
Okay. All right. So so Crystal and Ophala and Onthar make their way back to a pair of black antlers, and they find Flick already there. What is Flick doing?
Is there any tables available close to the fireplace?
There is.
All right, I will casually sit there and then kind of like use my brand new shield to kind of trap some heat so it helps out the little dragon egg baby.
Okay, and you're probably doing it in like an inconspicuous way, like you just like leaning the shield against the blanket or something like that.
Yeah, but this is Flick we're talking about, so.
Hey, Flick.
So what does that look like?
Basically, I put the shield down, but then I put the blanket over it. So it's like you know those forts that you made as a kid with the couch,
yeah,
and you took the couch cushions and then you put the cover over it. That's what Flick did.
Nice. That's hilarious. I love it. All right, so it's getting pretty late. All the shops are probably going to be closing soon. So if you guys are going to exchange money with Flick,
here is your portion of our sales. 3 goes to you.
Oh, okay.
You all might want to inquire about whether or not he got the armor.
I was kind of going to. How did the armor fit go, Flick?
Well, I said, I would like some plate mail. And then he said, do you have this much money? And then I said, no. And then he threw a hammer at me, and I went to another blacksmith, and I got a shield. But I got a free hammer.
Nice.
Antar is frowning. He says, wow. I actually do a lot of business with that blacksmith. I'm going to have a word with him. I'm very sorry that he treated you that way. That's definitely not right.
I mean,
Well,
how
I
about
said I only had 50 gold on me, he said that, well, I don't think I should repeat what he said, but he does not do business with that level of gold.
Well, how about we pull together and we get you get some plate armor?
Are you sure we should be doing that? What if we need the money later on?
I mean, it would help protect you, and I see that as a worthy investment.
Oh, well, if you think so. I have a shield now. I'll hold up the shield. I'll go to pick up the shield, but then I'll realize what it's doing and I'll stop.
Oh. How much AC does the shield give you, by the way?
2 whole points.
You know, that's not bad, though. And if you did combine it with plate, that'd be sexy.
How much with your share do you have?
I don't know. What was my share? It was like 300 and something?
383.
Let's see.
By the way, Dagan, out of character, what is my weight limit?
It will warn you if you're overweight. And actually, I know a lot of things don't have a weight on your thing. I'll probably go through and assign weights to a lot of your all stuff. But don't worry about it if you're overweight, because the assumption is that you're splitting the load amongst yourselves. I just wanted one person to track like loot and stuff. That way we're not accidentally getting doubles of things and that sort of thing. So don't worry about it, basically. I'll tell you if you need to worry about it. So are we doing the maths?
I'm trying to do the maths.
Okay, also, Flick, you did also take notice of other armors as well in the shop. So you also saw like half plate and like splint and that sort of thing too. So just FYI.
Oh, but it has the prices, but I'm looking for.
Oh, are you looking for armor classes of each thing?
Yeah,
I can pull that up real quick.
Scale mail, I would have. Wait, I'm wearing chainmail, which is just a flat 16, and then plate. Yeah, half plate would give me half plate. It goes down because I don't really have a dex modifier.
Yeah, yeah, half plate is, I guess, considered medium anyway. So splint, I think, would be the next one up.
I mean, we could just go plate.
Full plate is 1,500 gold.
It's fine. I have like
splint.
I have a lot of money.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, but we still need to have some money for ourselves.
Yeah, but like, how much did you get out of the cut?
Well, I currently have 432. So afterwards, it would be 1,068 would be left over if I spent all my gold.
So you need 1,068 gold for.
Yeah. If we were to go through with this,
I'm happy to put some money towards it. If Crystal is.
Do you have enough to spare?
I just looked at my gold as well. I mean, how much do you have?
725.
Oh yeah, we could easily afford this. Like I've got, I think it's like 1,053.
Wow.
Who did you rob?
Everyone, all the cultists, even of their clothes.
Okay.
To be fair, I started with quite a high. I started with quite a lot of money because of my class and my background. So like, if we put maybe like 500 each.
And wait, how much did? Yeah, because he only had. I'll need a little bit more.
It would be 534 each if you guys were to contribute.
All right, so you want to do that? We're running out of time on the session.
But to give you an idea, this just makes it to where my AC is 20. Altogether,
which is not insignificant. Like even a 1 or 2 bump point in your AC can make all the difference over the course of several battles.
Well, I'm sitting at 18 right now.
A tank.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to put about 700 towards it.
You sure?
Well, that would be more than enough.
Yeah, so how much do I have to give? Hold on. I'm getting a calculator. It's got two mathematical for me.
368.
368, okay. Okay, I'll give you the rest.
Okay. So transfer your all's gold over to him. Make sure you I'm watching your all's totals.
Oh, are you? So I
am.
add 368 to my total, right?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, you add it. We can math. I've lost Ophala's
He
character
has
sheet.
all the money.
She.
Eh.
Oh my god.
I'm a dragon. You all look the same to me.
Wow.
Wow.
The racism is after I just put like over 700 gold towards armor.
Yeah, right? Like, jeez.
I'm saying that. All right. So I guess now I just go down and say...
Maybe we can like shake down the price as well.
So you excuse yourself, right, to go get fitted?
Yeah.
All right.
Can we maybe go with you? Maybe we can like shake him, like get a better price.
Yeah, Throme says that you know, if you all need to go take care of the business, he'll just wait for you guys in the tavern. So if you guys want to, but he says not to be long because he'd like to speak to you about things.
Okay.
Okay, so all right, everyone's heading over to the blacksmith that didn't throw something at Flick.
Oh no! I want to go to the one that threw something at him. I'm going to use that in the argument.
Okay. So are you actually gonna? Or is that where we're going?
I mean, that's if you guys want to go.
I mean, if you want to try to push it, but Flick doesn't give a damn. He just wants to get fitted because I know it's going to take a couple of days. And chances are, if we really do a shakedown on this guy, he might make certain areas too tight or too loose. Might not be a proper fitting.
Very true. Okay, we'll just go to the other person then.
Okay. So you're on your way to the other blacksmith. Flick, you notice that there's a lot of movement happening in the egg right now. Just so you know, it is the baby dragon inside of it is getting very restless.
Oh my god.
So anyway, so you make it to the blacksmith shop, and I guess hello again. He regards you very warmly, Flick. More business then.
Yes. My friends have decided to help me get some full plate armor, and I am here to get fitted.
He kind of raises his eyebrows like, wow, very generous friends. Can I borrow your friends?
No.
How much are you hiring?
He laughs. He's like, I jest. All right, very well. Come over here, sir. We'll get you all fitted up. And so the process takes about 45 minutes to get all your measurements. He says that he can probably have it ready for you by midday tomorrow.
Cool.
So yeah. So that is getting worked on. Is there anything else that I can get for you or your friends?
Don't we have some like leftover junk in terms of like weaponry that we could sell?
I don't know. Do you?
I could sell him my leftover chain shirt since I don't need it, or chainmail since I don't need it anymore. If he wants it.
I don't. Yeah, he would buy that off of you. He looks at your chainmail. He's assessing it, and he determines that he'll give you like he'll give you 30 gold pieces.
Okay.
For it. All right, so add that to your total and take off your chainmail.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you're basically naked at this point.
No, he has clothes. There was a changing room. He didn't strip in front of everybody and have his like reptilian.
I was thinking, well, if we get ambushed now.
Yeah, he doesn't have any armor.
But yeah,
he doesn't have any armor on.
Chipper, do we have any other weapons and such from Lithia's pack that we?
You never really got any weapons from the fear. Here, I'll give you guys a rundown of everything I have.
Yeah, there's no extra weapons or anything.
Oh, okay then.
I was looking through it. There's nothing. So.
We got a winter blanket, set of common clothes, herbalism kit, leather armor, explorer's pack, druidic focus, longbow, 2 longbows, 10. I mean, sorry, that's the weight. 1 hempen rope, hemp rope.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. There's nothing that he's gonna buy.
Explorer's pack and the acid. There's nothing.
Yeah.
All
right. So, are you guys gonna head back to the tavern?
Might as well.
All right. You're on your way to the tavern, and you're almost there. When the movement that you've been feeling coming from the egg flick kind of stops. And then you hear a cracking sound. And a very high-pitched, like, squeaky screech.
Okay, is there a quick little alleyway I can go into? Anything like that? I mean...
You're, like, right outside the tavern, and there is no nearby alleys.
Okay. I need a room.
Yeah.
I need a room.
Well, I think we're actually going to end it there. So, because it's 6 o'clock. So yeah, we might have a baby dragon to contend with in the next session.
Man. Gonna be a dragon daddy.
Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you like what you saw, hit that like and sub button. We record live on twitch.tv/Dagenmar on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time or 1 p.m. Eastern on the last Sunday of every month for a long session. The link is in the description. What will happen when this dragon egg hatches? We'll find out next time.